Have you ever felt a unique kind of loneliness? It's a deep, gnawing feeling that you just can't put into words. It's not about being physically alone or lacking support. It's more about a disconnect that leaves you feeling isolated, embarrassed of your inability to bridge the gap. Being your own best friend sounds like a cliche, right? But stick with me here. This is not a unique concept. There are endless books and plays and stories about this. I'm just here to tell you about my story. Hi, my name is Parina Bomra and I'm from the 10th grade. I come from a house of three sisters. We were always quite close. Although I had friends at school, I always felt a certain kind of loneliness around me. It all started kind of when I was sitting in a classroom, in a dimly lit classroom, in a group of friends, and the thoughts started to creep in. That wasn't the right thing to say. Why did I say that? Nobody wants to listen to you. I wondered, when I didn't want to be my friend, why would anybody else? The Oxford Dictionary defines friend as somebody you know well and like. When I didn't know myself or like myself, it seemed illogical why anybody else would want to take the effort. Friendship is something that requires dedication and effort. To form a real connection, you need to understand what matters to the person, how they think, what they feel. Even the small stuff matters. What's their favorite food? What's their favorite color? What makes them laugh? Like any skill, the more you practice at it, the better you get at it. At first, the thoughts weren't that bad. Just small moments of self doubt, but every time I perceived a shift in my interactions, every time my friend laughed louder with somebody else, or they chose to sit with somebody else rather than with me, the spiral of self doubt began. I wondered if I really mattered to them. At the start, I blamed it all on my friends. I thought, how selfish of them, they don't realize when I'm left out. But as I reflected, I realized I was the common factor to all of these boring conversations. Maybe I was the issue. As I look back, I can see how much I relied my happiness on others, how much I let others steer the conversation, convincing myself that I didn't have what it took in myself. Self validation is like the fuel we create for ourselves. It's all about recognizing and appreciating our achievements, qualities, and values. Internal validation will help us believe that our own choices are enough. I wanted to prove that I was enough for myself, to prove that I was a good enough friend for me. Hence, to build a better relationship with others, I needed to start from within. What didn't help was society makes you feel like it's normal to overly criticize yourself, like it's the way of thriving. But over criticism can help us bring down. A little bit will make us grow and a better person, but too much can hold us back. The normalization of not liking yourself is absurd because when you need somebody to tell you who you are, you lose yourself. I realized the most challenging aspect for myself was that my belief that living with myself was supposed to be easy, that it was the normal thing to do to just sit by and wait for it to go away. Accepting that it was a step I needed to take and work on was the first major step I took towards myself. Additionally, I helped myself in an unconventional way. What helped me was books, not self help books, but fictional ones. Ever since my aunt got me the Harry Potter book set, I have loved books. Whether the characters be sword fighting, using magic, grieving, happy, laughing, I felt their feelings. Their loss was my loss. Their win was my victory. I loved these characters like they were people. I longed to embody the qualities I admired in them, their bravery, their wittiness, their kindness. I wanted to be more than just who I was. As I read more and as I dug deeper, I started to find myself in these characters. Not aspects that I always loved, but that was better. It made me realize it was normal, that what I was feeling was okay. I was not alone. As I back then, I didn't know what it was called, but it was the Bader-Meinhof phenomenon, which is when you realize something, it seems to pop up everywhere. The more I read, the more I found myself. Whether it was a lame, corny joke or the way their hair looked. As I read more, I was not just escaping into worlds, I was learning to be my own best friend. Sometimes I loved characters with the same flaws and weaknesses as me. Thus, I learned to embrace myself bit by bit. Finally, I was sitting in a classroom with a friend in our loud, bleak classroom, and my mind wasn't quiet, but it wasn't harsh. Ultimately, I found a fairly good friend in myself. Not the best, but certainly not the worst. My best friend is still in progress. I hope yours is on the way too. Thank you so much for listening.